foreplay starts before the bedroom. It's that conversation that you have. It's the look across the table. It's someone, walking on the side of the road. It's all those little moments that create that intimacy. Our name is deeply rooted in ancient Egypt and ancient Greek philosophy. It's an abbreviation on the ancient Greek to think and the ancient Egyptian to tremble. So all about meeting of the body and the mind. I moved to New York from Sydney 4 years ago. I really felt that there was an intimacy deficit that you feel in New York City, and people struggle to connect and to have a conversation and to go deeper. And our whole brand is really rooted in this ethos of bringing people together and making them feel good. Our hero product is an afterplay oil, and it's multi-purpose, it's multifunctional, and our name as well, it lends to body and mind. It's all about bringing people together and making them feel good, especially in a city where it's super fast paced and you have unlimited access and you have a lot of choices. Being able to have something that has dual purpose and you can apply it in multiple ways. I can put this in my hair, I can put it on my face, I can also use it intimately. And when I was scanning the intimacy sexual wellness category at the beginning, the industry is very bright pink colors flying at you, and design is also at the center of our brand. Our box is beautiful and yellow with black text. It looks and feels like a perfume bottle. The brand is heavily inspired by Cleopatra's beauty rituals. We have Blue Lotus in the oil, which is an aphrodisiac from Egypt. It's known to be a heart opener. When you smell the oil, it's super subtle. There's no added fragrance. And it starts to create that association between intimacy and desire. It's in glass, so it's recyclable. We have people that after they've used it, they put a little flower in there and they pop them around their apartment. And it has a glass wand. So you take the cap off. Opa. And the glass one just sits very elegantly in the bottle, as you can see. And then it drips. The wand, it's also part of that experience where you can take it out, you can drip it on your partner, you can do a massage. We're not always just ready, let's go. It takes time. And I always say that foreplay starts before the bedroom. It's that conversation that you have. It's the look across the table. It's someone, walking on the side of the road. It's all those little moments that create that intimacy. When you get to the moment, you're ready because your mind has already been turned on. That's why our tagline is skincare that turns you on. The oil itself is highly anti-inflammatory. It's antibacterial. It was made to soothe and hydrate, and especially if you experience any irritation or inflammation anywhere on your skin, this is something that is very soothing. Our product is gynecologist and dermatologist tested, but we wanted to find that balance between something that feels clinical, but it's beautiful and it's artistic. And the whole brand and the way we've been evolving is very design oriented. We have a annual magazine that explores intimacy through art, which was the first issue. And the second one was intimacy through food. And it's all about bringing into the same conversation as intimacy beauty and artistry and creativity. And we don't want the brand to just feel like this is a product, use it when you need it and don't think about it again after that. We live in a time where everything is in flux, and we want this to feel like a living and breathing product that lives with you and grows with you. And our name is deeply rooted in ancient Egypt and ancient Greek philosophy. It's an abbreviation on the ancient Greek to think and the ancient Egyptian to tremble. So all about meeting of the body and the mind. And true intimacy is often felt when mind and body are in alignment with one another. It definitely is like an emotional feeling that we're creating with beautiful products that aid to healing. I went into law school, I became a yoga teacher. And when I moved to the US, I realized at the core of everything I do, it's centered around people and feeling good and that true sense of intimacy that is only really evident when you go deep into yourself. And when I looked at my background and what my natural interests were in, it was always connection. And in terms of the actual product itself, this is a little TMI, but I can get very irritated or sore post play. And if you're allergic to latex, if it's that time of the month, there's so many things that happen to women, especially that we don't talk about. If you've been wearing a bikini all summer, there's so many things that happen to us as females that can lead to irritation. And it's one of those conversations that's not openly had between females or between the person you're with. And that kind of really inspired wanting to create something that was beautiful, but also anti-inflammatory, like I mentioned. When I first started this, there wasn't anything that was in the market that felt like part of my personal brand and part of what I connect with. And that's why it looks and feels so chic. Intimacy is a special moment. That's definitely something that we often think about. And as the brand like will continue to evolve, it is at that core of what makes me feel good. Aftercare is also a moment of intimacy that no one speaks about. We call it afterplay because it's like after play, after sun, after life, like after you've been having dinner and you're in the mood now and you want to go. It's highlighting that what happens next is almost as important as what happened before, because there's nothing like going out on a date with someone and you had the best time, but you don't get a call back. Or you woke up and your naughty parts hurt and you're not going to tell that person, or you feel embarrassed about it and there's nothing to apply. And that's where we step in. We have this beautiful product, bridging that conversation with people. It's like, hey, I know you get sore and irritated. That's totally okay. I've got this amazing product that's super hydrating and healing. Like, we were just together for a few hours or whatnot, and, bonding and bringing people together in that way. One of the biggest challenges I would say is experiencing censorship and Meta algorithm being shadow banned. If you look at our Instagram, it's not overtly anything. It's beauty, it's feeling, it's playfulness. Last year, Meta's algorithms and community guidelines were very strict for about a 2-month period. So just navigating around not being able to post and everything you do post being taken down. That's definitely one of the biggest challenges. I would say, secondly, it's not easy. It's an everyday intention to stick to what you're doing and being what you preach and checking in with yourself that you're on the right track. And some days are going to be unbelievable and some days are just going to be a slap in the face times 10, and that's okay. We're definitely pushing the culture by creating experiences and secondary products that aren't just related to our hero products. Like I mentioned earlier, we have an annual magazine. So this issue explores intimacy through food. We interview chefs and restaurants and tastemakers in how intimacy shows up through their practice. This product can be used in intimate ways, but it can also have dual capacities. And I think in a time where no one's dating, we have declining birth rates, there is an intimacy deficit. And I think in order to tackle these conversations around like sex and pleasure and play, it needs to feel not pervasive and forceful in your face. It's something that needs to feel that it's just part of your everyday ecosystem and it's something that you enjoy and you live with. And that's why in creating our brand, we host naked figure drawing events in the city and we host little parties and we bring people together. It's just human connection and lifestyle. And I think that's really the most important thing as a society that we need to be thinking about. First of all, you can buy them all online. So they're all available at NOEN.com. In the city, in New York, we're available at Happier Grocer, Sage and Sound, Alchemist Kitchen, Thompson Street Chemist. You can purchase our magazine down at Soho International News and all their other related magazine stores. So Casa Magazine, Iconic Magazine. We're in a few stores over in Brooklyn with Dear Friends, Public Records, but in all spaces that feel like very aligned with our brand.